Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji. She is our Mother Kundalini. Input Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us now listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
First of all, Sajogis have no business to feel guilty. Especially when you are on the land of Sri Krishna. That's an anti-Krishna activity. When Krishna is not awakened, then it is all right. But if he is awakened within us, then it's not all right at all. Both things are wrong. To be guilty as well as to make others guilty, to be guilty and to be aggressive, both things are wrong. For this, one must understand that all centers have got their own countries, and a country is called as Desh in Sanskrit language, and when it is enlightened it is called as Pradesh. So if you have to make America a Pradesh, it's not a very easy task. All kinds of anti-Krishna activities are done by people who live here. And so to make it a Pradesh, first we have to make it a Desh, and then we can make it a Pradesh. As I say that Canada is the left side of Vishuddha. And also left of the right, we can say, because all the minerals, all the earthly qualities of Canada are exploited by America. So whatever is their own, it's like taking out your flesh and eating it up and feeling full. All kinds of aggressive qualities of the right side are done. Now to bring them to proper level, nature itself acts. Whenever they try these activities, nature acts against them. Politics acts against them. Economics acts against them. But they don't realize that there's something basically wrong with what they're doing. We must go along our nature as we are. So we are the people of America who represent the quality of Vishuddhi Chakra. Vishuddha. Shuddha is purity. Vishuddha means absolutely enlightened with purity. So this makes you smile at the whole thing. Absolutely. Vishuddha. Vishuddha means absolutely clean. Enlightened by knowledge. Absolutely clean. So now you will understand what I am saying, that it's all anti-God activities we are doing. And these things are taken over by the whole world because it is Virat also. People try to accept what good or bad America is doing. When America was good, people like Abraham Lincoln were here. They accepted democracy. Virat, it's a Virat. People of the people are the government of the people. By the people. For the people. Is the idea of Virat, which was accepted. But anti-Virat activity is that we are very individualistic. So much so that every bathroom different, every car different, every door different, you don't know how to handle things. Very individualistic. And very grossly individualistic. So one has to understand that for Vishuddhi Chakra there are 16 petals. The eye, the nose, the tongue, which is very important. Tongue is the most important thing. The ears, throat, all these are governed by Vishuddhi Chakra. In every country, people do something wrong against the Vishuddhi Chakra. But the maximum is in America and Canada. They are selling all the time, digging out from the Mother Earth to this America. Accepting the aggression of America on them is wrong. And when America is doing to them is also wrong. Both things are wrong. So the responsibility of Sahajogis in these two countries is the greatest of all. In other countries, not so bad. I would say Indians are also quite individualistic in certain things. Like food. Food is very important to them. Very particular on the taste of the food. Indians are very particular. I was telling just now that before coming for my work to America, I had to cook for my husband. At 4:30 I got up, cooked everything, put everything in the freezer and came away because taste is so important. He can't get over, he's a powerful man, can't get over his taste. Indians haven't got power that much to overpower their taste. It's for taste they'll go anywhere. But that's only one problem. Also could be they tell lies very easily. That's another problem of the tongue. So we'd say that tongue is quite a big problem for Indians. But here the eyes. The eyes are wobbling all the time. It's very funny. You can't see anyone with a steady eye. The whole face is going into a kind of a nervous twitching. Eyes are never steady. They're just going round and round and round. I don't know what they're looking at. And everything is done to see that your eyes are ruined. Eyes have something to do with the optic chiasma, which has something to do with your thinking. Because here the human beings are more mental beings, created like that, made like they don't know how they are conditioned. They are mentally conditioned. Now they make images, they make an image of a person. For them, such and such person is the perfect epitome of something. Like take a question of having skinny women. In India, it's difficult to marry a skinny woman. If there's somebody a skinny woman, tells a Baba, God knows what disease she has. She must be hot-tempered. She must be irritable by nature. अपने यहाँ कितने उसके लिए शब्द हैं. There are so many words to describe them. Kapadi, this, that. Just such a girl is not regarded as of marriageable temperament. But here a skinny girl is regarded. So I asked, why a skinny girl? What is it? She said, she's feminine. I said, how? It's the right-sidedness. If somebody is right-sided, he becomes skinny. How can it be? So they said, no, because she's attractive to men. I mean, this is too much for a woman to think like that. I mean, what's the difference between a prostitute and a woman who wants to be attractive to all the men of the world? It's horrible it is. To be in the desire of asking other men to be looking at you all the time is something I can't understand. It's a serious thing. When they told me this, I was shocked. In India, not in the cities, I don't know if they're that particular, but say in the smaller cities, if any man looks at you, you will have 2 slaps on the face. है कि नहीं अपने यहाँ? The whole thing is so mental and so stupid. So mental and so stupid. And I think they have befooled the women here nicely. It's very surprising that they want to make women into prostitutes, and women have accepted such a situation to be attractive to every man. Why? What is that? It's an illusion they have created. An illusion about a woman that she should be attractive to all the men. What do they do with attraction? So such elusive ideas are created, and mentally they have conditioned you into that illusions. So once you are in that illusion, you believe in it. But what is the state of a person who is at the Vishuddhi, is a Sakshi, he is the witness. He witnesses everything. Unless and until he is beyond these illusions, how will he witness? these conditionings, funny conditionings that have come onto the mind have gripped the mind so much through media, as you can say. Maybe through writings. I don't know how it has happened to sensible people like you. And then these ideas we have accepted, our images have become like that. And is a very big problem. Because these images do not tally with God's images. And once you start accepting such horrible images as the perfect ones, then what happens to your society? That you become those images which are artificial, which are anti-God. The woman has to be respectable, serene. Long time back it was written that Yatra Narya Pujante, where the women are respectable and are respected, there the gods remain. So I think that's the beginning of the end. And then you say anything, they say, so what? I feel that in America, the women have to understand their role as good women, as moral women. That is very important. Because they are becoming like men now. There are no more women. They call feminine. I tell you, they have nothing of a woman in them. And it is sometimes very sad the way the women start deciding for everything. On a television, if you see, the husband and wife both are sitting. The wife talks, the husband doesn't talk. He sits like a small little doggy there. And the wife talks. Normally, an Indian woman would hesitate to talk to another man. I mean, she is the potential energy, she is the Shakti. And man is the kinetic energy. And when this kinetic energy is not given its own position, then it's all wrong. Because say there are two wheels on a chariot. One is meant for the left, another for the right. So they have their faces like this. Now you can't put it like this. The whole thing goes wrong. Nobody is higher, lower, but they are not similar. They are two different things. Equal heights, equal weight, everything. But in attitudes and in facing, one is facing inward, another is facing outward, we can say. So the right cannot go to the left and left cannot go to the right. This is the beginning of the end, I tell you. Once the role of Shakti changes, then it is very difficult to manage. In no incarnation, a male has come without a female. Christ came, he had his mother. When Sri Krishna came, he had to have Radha. When Rama came, Sita was there. When Nanaka came, there had to be Nanaki. When Janaka came, he had to have Janaki as his daughter. When Muhammad Sahib came, he had to have his daughter, Fatima. They could not do without the power because they are just the kinetic energy. But when the goddess came, she came alone. because she has the power to contain within herself all the powers, but has to be the potential power. While when we just start exchanging our roles, we create a very, very big problem. It is not easy for a Western mind to see this. It might have happened because once upon a time the men tried to rule the women too much as a reaction that the women are behaving like this. Quite possible. In the north of India we have had this problem. But the most surprising thing is that people ask me questions in the interviews that, do people believe you as a woman? I said, why? Do they think you are equally reliable as a man? I'm surprised. Here the women are dominating. Do they have the same respect for you as they would have in a man? Can you imagine? In India, just the other way around. They'll always respect a woman. If a woman says something, that's believed. She's regarded as much more wiser than her husband. The husband will always take a counsel from the wife. So all these questions really blasted me and I didn't know what to answer. I was really flabbergasted because that culture in which I'm brought up is very different from this culture. Where will they believe you if you are a woman? Say if there's a thief who comes in the house. If he sees a woman in India, he'll go away. Or if there are people who come to say steal something, if the woman says it's not the house, they'll believe her. Go. They will always believe a woman in India than a man. When the exodus came of refugees in India, I got some people to stay in my house. One of them was a Muslim. And it so happened that the people who were fanatics who came down, they found out from someone that there is a Muslim staying in the house. So I went forward. I said, can't you see this thing? Am I a Muslim? They said, no. Is there a Muslim staying with you? I said, no, you have to believe me. And they went away. But if my husband had said, they would never have believed him. And then the women here who are, or even on a small position, this I discovered with a custom lady. She behaves in such a funny manner. The man does not. We got into the aeroplane, and there was a lady standing. I said, I would like to sit here and I would like to take this bag with me because it's a small bag. We wanted to get out fast. No, you can't take it. You can't sit here. You can't do this, she was saying. So the another fellow came. He said, listen to her. If she says so, if she wants to sit here, why not? There is a seat available. And if she wants to keep her luggage, it's not big. Why not? Why don't you allow? Because they cannot contain. A woman can contain love. She can contain compassion. She can contain affection. She can contain all the forbearance. She can contain all the wisdom. But she cannot contain this kind of a power within herself. She becomes mad.
Mahamantras. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for this beautiful meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and put Bandhan. We will continue tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.